Hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new video. Today's video is going to be the first episode of my skincare series. I mentioned on my Instagram that I was going to be starting a skincare series on my YouTube with basically each video dedicated to a different ingredient or a different product or something skincare related. You get the vibe. If you've watched some of my previous videos, you will know that I struggled with adult acne about a year ago. And yeah, I've really gone on a real skincare journey since then to improve my skin. Obviously I've cleared up my acne and I've just generally found a love and a passion for skincare in general. So I've done a lot to kind of educate myself and learn. Obviously I'm not a dermatologist, so don't take this video to be like Bible, but this is what I've learned, this is what I know, and if you want to go out there and educate yourself and do your own research to kind of validate what I'm saying, by all means go for it, but I'm just sharing with you my knowledge and understanding of skincare. Like I say, there are a couple of videos on my channel already if you want to go and check those out. There is one about my struggle with acne, there's my morning skincare routine, my nighttime skincare routine, and I am going to do a video soon about my acne scarring and how I've dealt with that. I'm just kind of waiting until I've got that a bit more down before I do a really in-depth video on that, because I want to be really honest about that, and I just feel like my skin needs a little bit more time to get to a little bit of a better place before I can sit down and chat about that in a video. So yeah, like I say, this is going to be a series. This is the first one today, so keep your eyes peeled if you do enjoy this for other episodes. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. While you're here, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'm going to jump straight in with the video. Today's ingredient is vitamin C. This is something I incorporated in my skincare routine probably about 2 years ago, before the acne, when I started taking skincare a little bit more seriously, and this is something I've continued to use ever since. It's a really well researched ingredient, so it's not new, it's not up and coming. We've been using vitamin C for a really long time, which means we've got a lot of research behind it, which means you can kind of really trust what people are saying about vitamin C. So there's a lot of research behind the ingredient, what its benefits are, what its uses are in skincare, and it's safe for basically all skin types. It's not, you can't use it if you've got sensitive skin, oily skin. It's basically safe for most skin types. If you're using a really high concentration of vitamin C, you maybe want to do like a patch test or use it just like once or twice a week before you build up to it, just to make sure that you're not going to react badly to it. But I would recommend that with any skincare ingredient, any new skincare product, not just vitamin C, but you can be largely sure that your skin's going to be okay using vitamin C. Vitamin C in skincare is an antioxidant, so that is going to protect you from basically all the rubbish in the air. When you go out every single day, without getting technical, there's a lot of rubbish in the air. It sticks to your face and it causes damage. Basically it causes aging, sensitivity, redness. Obviously you can get sun damage when you're out and about, so vitamin C doesn't protect you from the sun, but it will protect you from all of the rubbish that's in the air. That's the first benefit of using vitamin C. You're going to get protection from everything that's in the air that's basically trying to age you, because that's not what we want. We want to create a barrier between ourselves and premature age, and vitamin C is definitely going to help you do that. The next benefit of using vitamin C, it is a brightening agent, so it's going to really help with basically dull skin. If you've not got any particular skincare issues, as in you don't have acne, redness, blackheads, whatever, you just feel like your skin looks a little bit lackluster, it's just a bit flat, it looks a bit dull, you're not really getting much glow, then vitamin C is definitely the product for you. If you start using that once a day, every morning, you will definitely start to notice benefits, even without using any other skincare products. You can just really notice a difference with that on its own. Obviously, if you incorporate everything else, you will notice a bigger difference and probably a quicker difference, but vitamin C is really good for just bringing a little youthful glow to the face, if you will. Glow from within. Just a little bit of something, you know? You know. As well as obviously bringing a little bit of glow and a little bit of youth to the skin, since it is a brightening agent, it's really going to help with dark spots. So if you suffer with hyperpigmentation, which is basically where you've just got brown spots, brown dark patches on your skin, then that's really going to help to lift those and brighten those and kind of even out your complexion. Or also if you suffer with post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, which is where you've had spots or acne and the spot has gone away but you're left with a red mark. So we're not going to get too technical on that because I will go into that in my acne scarring video, but basically you've got redness in your skin, you've got red marks. The vitamin C is really going to help to kind of even that out. It's going to lift the redness, lift the dark patches, and it's going to really help to even out your complexion. It's not going to happen overnight. It is a slow process and you do have to use it consistently every day to be able to get those results. I would say you should probably use it for, it's not the same for everybody, it depends how deep-rooted your hyperpigmentation is, but a couple of months before you really start to notice a difference in lifting the hyperpigmentation. If you're just looking for a complexion difference, that will happen a lot quicker, but if you're really looking to lift your hyperpigmentation, then you really should be using vitamin C consistently and in conjunction with a couple of other ingredients. Since it is also obviously a brightening agent, if you do suffer with dark circles, that is really also going to help. So you can get vitamin C eye creams. It doesn't just have to be a vitamin C for the rest of your face. You can get a specific vitamin C eye cream that will really help lift the dark circles. Again, you have to use it consistently over a period of time. Again, you have to use it consistently. Let me try for a third time. Again, you have to use it consistently over a period of time. It's not just gonna happen overnight. The next thing to mention about vitamin C is that, I'm not going to get too technical, but it's a really unstable ingredient. So it comes in a variety of different forms. I'm not going to go into all of that right now, but you can get different kind of strengths and get it mixed differently, all of that kind of stuff. But basically vitamin C can oxidize. So if you leave the bottle open, you leave it in the sun, it's going to change colour and it's basically going to stop working. As soon as your vitamin C oxidizes, it's not going to be damaging, it's not going to do you any harm, but it's basically rendered useless. Like, it will not be effective at all. It'll be completely ineffective. It was a waste of money and it's pointless using it, to be honest. You will know if that happens because it will change colour. Whatever colour your vitamin C serum is when you get it, it will turn like a yellow as soon as it starts to oxidize. And then, like I say, you can continue to use it if you still have it, but it's not really going to do anything. So the way to prevent that from happening is make sure that it's kept out of sunlight. So don't leave it on the windowsill, don't leave it outside. Make sure it's kept away in your skincare drawer, in your skincare bag, wherever. Make sure it's away out of the sun. Make sure that it's always sealed tight. So whenever you use it, don't leave the lid off it for ages. Don't take the lid off, do your skincare and leave the lid off, saunter off, brush your teeth, come back, put the lid straight back on. As soon as you open it, take the product out, put the lid straight back on, make sure it's airtight and put it away out of the sun. Don't touch the end. It's usually in like a pipette, so don't touch the pipette. Don't put the pipette on your skin. Don't touch your fingers with it, you know what I mean, don't touch it. So if you take it out of the bottle, literally pour it straight into your hand, put it back in, put the lid on and then put it on. So it's literally had minimum exposure to the air. Now I find for my personal skincare routine that vitamin C works best in the morning for a couple of reasons. For the first reason being obviously that it's a brightening agent, so if you want your skin to kind of have that instant brightness and youthful glow, then you want to kind of use it in the morning, so you have that in the morning rather than using it to bed on nighttime and then just going to bed and then nobody sees the glow, you know? That rhymed. And also because you can't mix vitamin C with other certain ingredients that I incorporate into my skincare routine on a night. So it just wouldn't work for me to use it on a nighttime, and because then I couldn't use the other products that I use. So things that you shouldn't mix with vitamin C are retinol, and I'm going to do another video on retinol. That will definitely be one in the skincare series. So that is something that I use a couple of times a week, and yeah, you shouldn't be mixing vitamin C with that because they basically just counteract each other. So the whole thing is going to be pointless. You're going to lose the benefits of both of the ingredients because they're just going to cancel each other out as soon as they're mixed together on the skin. So it's best to use one in the morning and one at night. The next thing to not mix vitamin C with is AHAs and BHAs. So that is, I'm not going to get too technical, but it's alpha hydroxys and beta hydroxy acids, which is basically your glycolic acid and salicylic acid. So you don't want to mix it with a salicylic acid cleanser or like a glycolic acid toner, anything like that. You want to keep the vitamin C on the morning and save those products for a nighttime, because again, they're just going to counteract each other, and with that mix you could get a little bit of sensitivity, a little bit of redness, and that's exactly what we're trying to avoid by using vitamin C. So like I said, personally what works for me and what I would tend to recommend is use your vitamin C products on a morning and then use your acids, retinols, all of that kind of active ingredients on a nighttime. The last thing to mention is that if you are using vitamin C, you should be wearing SPF. If you use vitamin C and don't wear SPF, don't bother using vitamin C, basically. If you don't protect your skin from the sun, you are just going to undo everything that you've done with all of those expensive creams that you've just put on, and you basically might as well not be having a skincare routine. This is something that I learned the hard way. I used to think because I lived in the UK I didn't need sunscreen. What was the point? There was no sun. But you just need to use it. Just trust me, if you're using vitamin C, make sure you invest in an SPF to apply afterwards, especially if you're going to use the vitamin C on a morning. You want to then put your sunscreen on straight after that. Well, not straight after that, but in the same routine on a morning. I'm going to finish the video off with a couple of product recommendations of vitamin C's that I personally like to use, which have been tried and tested and I have enjoyed and have definitely helped with, personally for me, the reason that I use vitamin C is to help with my post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation from when I had acne, and like I say, obviously just to brighten in general, but these are products that I have tried and tested and have definitely helped with both of those things. So I'm just going to reel off what I use, and yeah, feel free to go and do your own research, find a vitamin C that works for you, but these are just a couple of my recommendations. Just got the names up just because I'm not sure what they're all called off the top of my head. So the first one that I would recommend is the Drunk Elephant Vitamin C. So it's called Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum, and I've used this one. I really enjoyed this one. It definitely helped. However, it is a little bit more on the pricey side. I'm on one website at the minute and it's around £65. So if you've tried a few vitamin C's, nothing's working for you, or you're already in the market for something a little bit more pricey, then this I would definitely recommend. However, there are other more affordable options if you're not willing to want to spend that kind of money on skincare, which I totally get. Another one that I absolutely love and is a little bit more of an affordable price is the, I'm not sure how to say this, is it Vichy or Vichy? It's V-I-C-H-Y. I'm going to say Vichy. It's the Vichy Lift Active Vitamin C Skin Brightening Corrector, and this one is £22. It's quite a lot cheaper. It is a bit smaller. You do get less product for your money. However, it works just the same. It's just as good. Again, I've went through a full bottle of this and I really enjoyed this. Two more recommendations of vitamin C's that I like are the Inculist Vitamin C, which is again more affordable. So that one is £15 from what I can see at the minute, and that one is in my morning skincare routine. I talk a little bit more about that one in there, so if you want to listen to a bit more about that product, then I will leave a link down below so you can go and check out that video. And then last but not least is the Ole Henriksen Vitamin C Serum. And this is quite expensive if you buy it on its own, but it does come in like a kit from Ole Henriksen. You can get the vitamin C eye cream, vitamin C serum, and also the vitamin C moisturizer if you want like a vitamin C overload, and you can get that whole kit for like £28. They are just miniature, but because you need so little, it really just will last you forever. So that one I also recommend. That one does have fragrance in it though, so if you are sensitive to fragrance, then I would steer away from that last one. The other three are unfragranced, but that last one does have fragrance in, so just to be mindful of. And that's a variety of vitamin C's that I like for a variety of different prices, so you can kind of go out and find what suits you. If you do have any questions on vitamin C, then be sure to leave them down below and I will definitely check those out and try and answer them for you. And equally, if there's any other particular skincare ingredients or products that you want to see in this series, then just let me know and I can definitely film that video for you as well. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. That is everything I had to say on this episode. Thank you so much for watching if you've made it to the end. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and like this video if you're enjoying the skincare series, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!